Happy day, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of July 16th through July 22nd. I am so grateful, as always, to have you here with me, listening, tuning in, and receiving the insights, wisdom, and divine knowledge that Spirit is wanting to share with you through me. I appreciate you being here and supporting the channel. As always, your presence is very much appreciated, very much welcomed, and I'm honored to have you here with me. So, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, let's get into it, okay? We're going to start by connecting to our breath so that we can just ground into this moment and be present so that we can hear, listen, and receive what it is that wants to flow through, okay? So go ahead and place one hand on your heart space. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Deep breath in through your nose. And sigh it out. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. Just notice how you feel after having intentionally connected to your breath, allowing your breath to ground you into this present moment. Earth signs. So as I was meditating before, I was filling you all in the solar plexus chakra area. So if you're familiar with the chakras, then you know where the solar plexus is. And if not, then the solar plexus is housed in our gut area, okay? And it has everything to do with our willpower, our confidence, our self-esteem, our self-definition, and our self-determination, and just our ability to be brave, to be bold, to be courageous, okay? So that's where I was filling you all in that energy. So you may be coming into a space, Earth signs, where courage is going to be activated for you, okay? Bravery is going to be activated for you. This fire that lives within our gut, okay, that is being activated for you. It's being reignited for you. Perhaps you've been in a space where you've just kind of felt like you've been in a lull, okay, like you've been in a lull, like you've been in the valley, okay? What I'm hearing is that this fire that lives within you is being reignited, okay? The flame is being fanned right now, Earth signs, okay? So make sure that you are doing what you can to assist Spirit, to assist God in that process, okay? Because you play a role you have a role to play in the process of that flame being fanned, okay? Of that flame being reignited. So make sure that you do what you can to ensure that flame is reignited, all right? So this week's theme for the weekly readings is focusing on receiving yourself, okay? So as I was sharing Reiki with you all prior to recording, what I heard is that Earth signs, you need to receive yourself as the light of God. You need to receive yourself as the light of God. You are the light of God, Earth signs, okay? You are the light that God uses to encourage people, to lift people up, to help people come back home to themselves, okay? I also was hearing the word teaching, teacher, teaching, okay? And through whatever it is that you will be teaching, Earth signs, I heard that in that role, you're not just a teacher, but in that role, you are the light of God. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you teach, whatever tools that you use as a teacher, are you Are you utilizing this role that you're in order to remind other people that they are also the light of God? Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. Whatever role it is that you're in as a teacher, or if you're coming into the space where you're going to be teaching, or if you're thinking about going back into teaching, what I'm hearing is that you need to make sure that you're putting an emphasis on, I am in this role to remind people that they are also the light of God, to help people activate their light. Okay, that is why you are where you are. That is why you are doing what it is that you are doing, earth signs, because you are the light of God. So when we talk about receiving yourself, Spirit is inviting you to receive yourself as the light of God, because that is what you are. Okay, third eye chakra. Third eye chakra. Okay, so I love that the third eye chakra card came through, because what's so important, what I'm hearing is that, let thine eye be single. Thine eye is full of light. Okay, that verse from the Bible. So what we're looking at is that your third eye area, okay, when it's full of light, when it's clear, when it's balanced, when it's leading you, you can see clearly who you are. Okay, so that's when I'm hearing the third eye chakra card, and we're talking about you receiving yourself as the light of God. This week, I can see you, earth signs, really gaining clarity into who you are. Okay, really gaining clarity into who you are. What I also see is you letting go of these worldly definitions and standards that you've set for yourself. Okay, I can see you stepping into a higher aligned definition whenever it comes to who you are. Okay, I can really see you looking in the mirror, earth signs, looking at the definitions that kind of like hover over you, and you're pointing at certain definitions and you're saying, nope, goodbye to that one, because it doesn't align, right? Because the old definitions, earth signs, what I'm hearing is that the old definitions they are what kept you in the box. Okay, they're what kept you in the box. And so you're being invited to step outside of the box. When you understand, earth signs, that you are the light of God, when you receive yourself as the light of God, you will begin to recognize that the box that you've been living in cannot hold you anymore. Okay, the box that you've been living in, it cannot hold you anymore. All right, and that's because the light is just too bright. The light is too bright, and the light, man. You as the light of God, your light is supposed to reach. It has a reach. You haven't been giving yourself permission to go beyond this box. And so the light has been dimmed. And what God is showing me is that your light is supposed to reach far beyond what you can even comprehend. Okay, and so you need to give yourself permission to receive yourself as the light of God. All right. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So we're definitely dealing with gaining some clarity. Okay, getting clear on who you are. Okay, getting clear on who you are. How do you go about communicating to yourself about yourself? Okay, Spirit is really asking you to reflect on your inner dialogue. How do you talk about yourself? Okay, how do you talk about the world? How do you talk about your life? Because as the light of God, as you are receiving yourself as the light of God, you will see things differently. Okay, the lens through which you see things shifts. You no longer see the world through this limited lens, right? You see the world through the lens that God is looking at the world through. Okay, and so the Queen of Swords, there's some clarity that's coming through. Okay, there's some clarity that's coming through, and a part of that is you no longer looking at the world through this limited view, through this limited lens. Okay, I was also hearing, oof, wow. So as you, like I was saying, as you receive yourself as the light of God, how you see the world will begin to shift. Because right now, part of the reason why you struggle with showing up in the world, earth signs, okay? Part of the reason why you struggle with showing up in the world is because you aren't looking, you're not letting thine eye be single, okay? You are looking at and perceiving the world through these physical eyes, okay? And so that is distorting your view, okay? So with the Queen of Swords, we're looking at getting clear. We're looking at getting clear. We're looking at you nurturing a new perspective, okay? A more godly, heavenly perspective. Because God is not looking at the world. God is not looking at the world and condemning it, contrary to popular belief, okay? God is looking at the world through the eyes of love and compassion, okay? And through the eyes of abundance and prosperity. And so as the light of God, as you are receiving yourself as the light of God, you're being called to adopt a more godly, heavenly perspective, all right? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Yeah. So because you have a tendency, earth signs, to look at the world with these two, to perceive the world with these two eyes, and you allow your emotions and your feelings to control everything, sometimes you're trapped. You're trapped in fear. You're trapped in fear. And so what happens is that you're unable to move forward in being and showing up as the light of God, because you have this perspective, you have this understanding, okay, that the world is so dark, that the world is so bad, that the world is so bad, so dark, that it wouldn't even be able to receive the light of God. That's what you believe. That's a belief that's living in your body. And so you're needing to move past that belief. You're needing to move past that belief, because that belief is keeping you trapped in fear. Again, this is all mental, and this is your inner dialogue, right? This is how you are perceiving things. This is how you are interpreting things. So your mental interpretations, you really need to reflect on how you are, what lens are you perceiving things through? Are you perceiving things through your sixth sense? Okay, we have third eye here. So you may this week, you may take out some time to connect with the mantra for the third eye and chant it. Okay, looking up on YouTube some third eye meditations to really help you balance that space, to help you get back into trusting the insight and wisdom that is living within you, okay? So that you can get back into viewing the world through this godly, heavenly perspective and lens, okay? And then we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. All right, so we're looking at, with the Knight of Coins, you're definitely, like I was saying, you're definitely, just look at the light that's shining upon him. Okay, you're definitely stepping, okay, I can't even get it out, because it's just, wow, I'm processing it, and it's just so exciting, like seeing it come through. But then the words, I'm like, what words do you want me to say with this? Okay, so with the Knight of Coins, okay, you're definitely receiving you're stepping into this journey, okay? I can see you stepping into this journey where you are receiving yourself as the light of God. And here's the thing that Spirit wants you to know. As you receive yourself as the light of God, Okay? As you receive yourself as the light of God, you are going to feel a deeper sense of security within yourself. You're going to feel more grounded. Okay? You're going to feel more at home within yourself. You're going to feel more centered, balanced. Okay? You're going to experience more harmony within yourself, because as the light of God, what do? As the light of God, what are you being called to do? You're being called to contribute in a way that brings more harmony into the world. And if you are stuck in your mind, if you're stuck in this fear, it's impossible for you to contribute to adding more harmony into this world. Okay? And so the Knight of Coins, you're definitely going on, you're going to go on a new journey. You're going to go on a new journey as you're receiving yourself as the light of God. You're going to go on a new journey, and it's going to be a prosperous journey. But you have to make the choice. You have to surrender. You have to sacrifice the part of yourself, earth signs, that has been afraid to even see yourself as the light of God, right? Because you can see your light. You can see your light. And Spirit is saying, it's almost like I'm hearing there's this false sense of humility, okay, that's standing in your way. Spirit is saying, in order for you to really do the work that God needs you to do, that God's calling you to do as the light of God, you got to let go of that false sense of humility. Okay, you got to let go of that false sense of humility, because what's happening is you're living in that humility, right? And you're putting yourself in the same category as people who are unaware that they are the light of God. Okay, so when you are aware that you are the light of God, the journey looks different. But you're wanting to, it's almost like you're wanting to stay relatable. And God is saying, we're calling you away from that. Okay, we're calling you away from that. And so you are the light of God. Receive yourself as the light of God, earth signs, because that is who you are. Okay, Capricorn, your clarifying card is the Four of Wands. Your clarifying card is the Four of Wands, Capricorn. So I can definitely feel how Capricorn, within your close communities, within your friend groups, within your family, I can feel that you are the one who is really living with that sense of awareness. And so you may even be in a space, Capricorn, where some people that you've had around you, they're just not resonating with you, right? In a way that they've always resonated with you. Spirit wants you to hear that that's okay. That doesn't mean that you have to neglect anybody, or that doesn't mean that you have to, run off from anybody, but it just means that you need to reflect and you need to ask yourself, who am I? Am I showing, again, because I was mentioning being relatable. Am I showing up in a way that is keeping me relatable? Or am I showing up in a way that is reminding people that they are also the light of God? Right? Because within your friend group, within your community, within your family, Capricorn, you're the one. You're the one who has been doing the work. You're the one who has actively been doing the work, right? Really getting into the shadows, really doing some unearthing, Capricorn. You are the one. And so when we look at the Four of Wands, there's a greater sense of harmony amongst your communities, because you are at the center of it, almost, because you're at the center. All right. So really do some reflecting. Am I showing up as the light of God? Am I truly showing up as the light of God within these spaces? And encouraging other people to also show up as the light of God. Taurus, Three of Wands. Three of Wands, Taurus is your clarifying card. Three of Wands. Taurus. Taurus, your clarifying card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands for you, Taurus, I feel like the Three of Wands is, the Three of Wands is clarifying the Knight of Coins, okay? So we have the Three of Wands as your clarifying card, and it's clarifying the Knight of Coins, okay? So let me just fill into this, because when I looked down, I was like, yeah, I felt that real strong. So Taurus, it's almost like there's this inner battle, okay? Because what I feel, Taurus, is that your journey is supposed to be a journey right now that you're taking alone, okay? And you're battling that. You're battling that, Taurus. You're battling it so much right now. It's like sabbatical is the word that's coming through. Like and I think I mentioned this for you all before, Taurus, a couple of weeks ago, but sabbatical is the word coming through. It's like you're supposed to be going on some sabbatical by yourself, right? And you're really fighting that right now. You're really fighting that. But you living in resistance to that call to go on this sabbatical, to go on this journey alone for a little while is keeping you separated. It not keeping you separated, but it's causing you to deny yourself. The words are there, but they're not quite coming through. You being afraid to go on this journey alone, being afraid to let go, being afraid to go on this journey alone, Taurus, it's like it's causing you to suppress yourself as the light of God. Okay? It's causing you to suppress yourself as the light of God. So when we talk about receiving yourself as being the light of God, you may, in order for you to really connect with that aspect of yourself, you may have to go on a sabbatical. You may have to take a step back from some of the connections, relationships, responsibilities that you've put on your plate so that you can really begin to see yourself more clearly, Taurus. Virgo, I love this because all of your clarifying cards were wands. What did I say at the beginning? We're looking at solar plexus energy, and all of your clarifying cards were wands, okay? So, wow. King of Wands. King of Wands, Virgo, is your clarifying card. King of Wands. Virgo, I'm hearing that you really need to initiate and activate this masculine energy that lives within you, right? It's not about being hard on yourself. Okay. Ooh, Virgo, you are being hard on yourself. You are being hard on yourself. Okay. That being hard on yourself, Virgo, doesn't belong to you. Who is always hard on you? Who is hard on you? Who is living heavily in their masculine energy and it's having an effect on you? Okay, that's what I'm hearing, Virgo. So what needs to happen? The King of Wands is coming through, speaking to you needing to nurture your masculine energy, but in a very loving, tender, gentle way. Okay, and also with the King of Wands coming through, you're needing to rely more on your masculine energy to help propel you forward in with your visions, with your ideas, with your dreams, with your goals. Okay, so maybe becoming a little bit more organized, Virgo. We know you're a leader. We know you're a great organizer. Are you giving yourself permission to show up as that? Adding in a little bit more structure, the King of Wands, okay, is speaking to adding in a little bit more structure, okay, because as you're receiving yourself as the light of God, more responsibilities may come in. More, I don't even want to say more responsibilities, but more, you may be called to do a little bit more. You may have to begin to use your time in different ways. So adding in a little bit more structure, Virgo, is really going to benefit you as you're stepping into this next week and within the next few weeks, okay? The more responsibilities may not even show up within this next week. They may show up within the weeks to come, within the months to come, but this is a time of you preparing yourself. So adding in that structure, right? Really utilizing your time a little bit more wisely, right? Creating heart-centered routines, especially heart-centered routines that will build you up, that will lift you up, okay, is going to be important for you, Virgo. So, Earth signs, this was your weekly reading for the week of July 16th through July 22nd. I really loved this. I mean, all the clarifying cards were wands, and I said we're dealing with the solar plexus chakra energy, and here we are. It's right here in our faces, right? And so I love that so much for you all. Thank you for being here. If you have any thoughts, questions, make sure you leave them in the comments section. If you would like to book a more personal reading, you can use the link in my bio or you can use the link in the description to book that appointment. If you would like to join me for the weekly group meditation that I host every Thursday evening, you can also do that by using the link in the description box, all right? If you can, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. The support is always appreciated, and I'll see you all next time.